Hey guys! Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to wrap your headphones like the ones I'm wearing right now. And so first what you have to do is you have to twist it and you have to make like a knot loop thing, which I show you how to do right there. And then it easily comes apart and you can easily tighten it as well, no problem. So you're just going to wrap it through and make a knot. Then you put it right over top of the thing that you want to wrap. In this case I'm just using one of my phone plugs for now, just to show you guys it for a demonstration. And you have to make sure it's really tight and you have to put it as close to the rim as possible. Then you're going to cut off the excess and then you're just going to have a little bit there. And then in order to do that, sometimes I like to put it in between my toe or my leg or something, or you can use like a clip or whatever works best for you to hold it so it's nice and tight, because it makes it a lot easier to do. And so to get your first color, you have to pick the first one that you want to use. In this case I'm using yellow, and you have to put the other two colors along the wire, and then you're going to wrap it around and you're going to make a knot. And it's really easy. You just make a simple knot. And the way you're going to get the color is by wrapping it around the wire and the two other colored strings, so you don't see any of that stuff and all you see is that color. In this case it's yellow. And then, in order to switch the color, you just take the color you want next. I'm going to use the blue. And then you just put the other two colors along the line like you did before. Super easy. And then you're just going to wrap it around it as well. There's no specific way you have to wrap it. You can just do it however it's easier for you. I usually wrap it from the back. I find that easier for myself. And then you're just going to pull it through. And you can see here, it's really hard when it's when you're not holding the wire tight. But in this case, since I'm showing you guys how to do it, I can't really put it anywhere. And then you have your color switched and you don't see the other colors. So yeah, it's really easy, and then you can switch to the next color. I'm switching to the red, or pinky red I guess. And then you just wrap it around. The first little while it's going to be a little bit tough until you get maybe an inch of the wrapping done, and then after you have that done, it's really easy to have it between your legs or whatever, and it's super easy to keep it tight, but it's just the first little while that is a bit struggling, but that's okay, it's no problem. And then you just switch the colors. Super easy, no problem. And then I'm just showing you quickly with one knot, but you usually, to get a bunch, you just keep knotting it until you get the amount that you want. And I usually do about maybe a centimeter-ish. I'd say about maybe a centimeter and a half. So I'm just going to wrap it a few times to show you guys, because it's way too hard to do it like that. And then see, you can have that much space. So that's about 3 or 4 knots, I'm pretty sure. I think it's about 3. But you can just keep knotting it until you have your desired length, and then you can switch to the next color. And it's super simple. During the winter, if you're going to be doing that, it's really easy. You can just use a clip and attach it to your pants. See, I would put it between my toes sometimes, but you can only do that after you're done a little bit. So about maybe just a few centimeters of wrapping, and then you'll be able to put it through your toes or whatever is simpler for you. And that's pretty much it. It's really easy, and if you have any other questions, just comment and I will answer them. But it's not that difficult. And also you can make bracelets this way as well, and you just do the exact same thing. It's just you don't put it around a wire. And then you'll make a bracelet, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can do and use it for whatever you want. But I don't know, I was walking in Toronto one day and I saw this girl and her headphones were like that, and so I thought that was super cool and I wanted to do it myself, and so I went home and did it, and it worked out very nicely. And then when you are done, you just cut it like so. Keep a good amount of length. You're gonna need it just in case, because if this unknots, then it's kind of screwed. So, and then you just go as tightly as you can, and when you're wrapping, try to wrap as much as you possibly can all the way to the very end, and then I wrap it twice. So you wrap it 2 times. Nice and tight, make sure it's really good. You won't break the wire, don't worry. And then what I usually do to make sure it's completely secure is I'd separate the colors. I'll have one and then I'll have the other 2 there. And then I just wrap it around really, really tightly, because then you'll have a tighter knot that's a lot harder to unknot. And then I usually will do that twice as well, but I just did it once. So that's it.